Hey folks, it's Ben. I'm here with a Red Barn Homestead video. We're going to do an unboxing and kind of look at a Bissell Spotclean PetPRO. Clearly I have cats. And our old kind of spot remover from Bissell has had some issues with it, and it's about 10 years old, and it was probably time to replace it. So we purchased this unit. We got it at Canadian Tire. It ran us $150 Canadian, and it's about 50% off on sale, so your price will vary wherever you may get it. Looked on Amazon, had lots of good reviews. Another unit that we were kind of looking at was a Hoover, but it was a battery unit, and apparently the battery life wasn't great, so we ended up going with this, which is a corded unit. You need to plug it in, and it just runs until you stop it. So we're going to go ahead and open the box because we've never opened it before. So on top is a do not return to store type of thing. We've got a user manual right out of the gate. We've got this tool, which I think I'll explain a little bit later, but long story short, it allows you to, according to the box, is actually clean your hose. So that'll be cool. So let's set that aside. And it looks like we've got the actual head, which is actually identical to our other Bissell unit. They're not the easiest to clean, but they're not awful either. It's got bristles. It squirts down here and you pull. It works great. This unit comes with a bottle of a sample of their PetPRO cleaner. I'm going to lift this up. So that's cardboard, and looks like there's not going to be a whole lot of assembly to this thing. Lift it straight up, and out comes the cord, and that's it for the box. Just more cardboard down there. So we'll send that to, we'll actually store the box for a while because you never know if something goes wrong with the unit, if you need to return it to store or not. So we'll keep the box for a year or so. And then here we have the actual Bissell floor unit. It's a spot cleaner technically. The thing I love about these cleaners is that they're very clear. There's a lot of clear plastic that makes them look scientific. It's almost neat. It says lift to unlock, lever. It's in French and English. So lift to unlock. And so this would, I imagine, be the wastewater tank. I worked with enough of these. It says dirty tank. So you want to wipe the debris. So this is where the vacuum motor sucks through here. And so it pulls a vacuum on this chamber so all the icky water comes through. And just very much like the bigger units there. And then this would be the, what it says is formula and water tank, which is a very soft plastic. It's not hard like this one. A little vent up there, but that will allow us to in and out like that. On the sides here, this is our cord wrap, which is very convenient to be able to wrap this all together and not have to deal with the mess. And so we'll just go ahead and wrap it now because it's pretty cool. And then to unwrap it, you typically turn this in and you can pull the whole thing back off again. So that's pretty cool. Usually when I run these, because they're kind of a higher amperage motor, I do release all the cable so it doesn't sit coiled up and get really hot, which you can with, notice that with our Hoover vacuum, if you leave some of the cable inside of the, it's got an auto ratchet, auto retrieve cable winder thing, it'll get the cable quite warm. So that's pretty cool, and it's got a little clip for itself to clip to itself. So that's neat. The on-off button's right here. And then it has somewhere to hold the hose, which is nice. Now on our last Bissell, my biggest concern was that we actually, what happened is the hose kind of broke. So we'll see how this one goes. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So let me quickly skim over the instructions, and I guess we'll throw a little bit of something in this and see how it goes. Alright, so I've had a chance to read the manual, and it's got some really cool features. I'm going to show you what they are, and then we'll probably come back and we can tell you what we think after we've used it a little bit. First thing's the filling tank. It sits flat. It says that right in the manual. That way you can put it in the sink and then you can fill it. In this case, we've just got it filled full of water, so we'll just stick it in. About the tank, it comes out. What I like about this is you open up the purple lid. It hits right here, which is kind of a pain in the butt, so you gotta kind of push it a little bit. But the whole top comes off, which is cool because that means you can scrub the interior. Because inevitably this will get full of dirt and there'll be stuff in here, and at least you can now get a paper towel or something in there and rinse it out so it doesn't look so bad. Because one thing about it right now is it's very pretty looking, and as soon as we start sucking up cat pee or poop or vomit or whatever goes along the lines, it's not going to be as pretty anymore. It says you can leave it till it gets full, which is up to here, which is convenient, because we've had a machine where the drain tank or the dirty water tank was significantly smaller than this tank, so you'd end up dumping it all the time. And that was kind of annoying. And they say make sure that red filter is clean, which I kind of already touched upon. And this black thing in here is, as the water level goes up, it'll eventually stop the suction, so you don't suck any water into the motor. That just drops in. This little cool, they call it HydroSense. There's a button to press. This is the cleaning tool, and what it does is it takes the soapy water and redirects it into the suction stream with some extra air. So you can just hold the button and it'll take soapy water or clear water if you're rinsing it and run it through the hose again. So that seems like a handy feature to keep the hose clean and also keep the tank from smelling too bad. We've got one that the tank smells pretty bad actually, so looks like that stays up like that. You're going to take this off. There's a button to press. I keep forgetting to do that. And the other tip that the manual stated is that when you first start it, is to have the hose below the level of the tank. That will help the pump prime. So that's awesome. So we'll take this back like so. Pull the power cord off of it. Looks like I've got a sewing machine plugged in, so let's take that off and put this in. And I'm not expecting this machine to be very quiet. They usually never are. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the on button on. It's pretty loud. They actually recommend to hold it about an inch above the stain and spray to get the cleaning solution on. Then use the brushes to scrub through and then turn the machine on to suck up the dirty solution. Of course, this is on a hard floor, so I'm not really expecting any magic. We've got lots of spot carpets and upholstery. I'm going to take this off and give that a spin. You can see it coming into the tank. This hose is really clear, actually. The other machine I couldn't see that there's the feed hose inside of it that feeds the spray nozzle. So that's pretty cool. And then this clippy part here is, you're supposed to keep this tool stored on the hose, but I'll probably just leave it around where the machine lives, and if I ever need it, I'll do it that way. So, with that, that's the features of this machine. So we'll be able to dump this clear tank here, and we're gonna use it, like I said, for about a week. So we'll get some good stains cleaned up, hopefully, do some upholstery, and we'll come back and give you our review on it. But initially, it's pretty cool. That's got some nice features to it. Am I missing anything? No, I think we nailed it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them right out of the gate, or any other comments, leave them. And be sure to subscribe, obviously, if you want to catch some more information on this unit and the other vacuum units that we have on Red Barn Homestead. And you guys have a good day.